Okay, I'm getting straight to the point today because I am so tired of watching all these influencers and people with all these followers talk about sustainability the wrong way, okay? They're teaching people how to be zero waste or sustainable in the wrong way, and yes, there's a wrong way of doing it, okay? Look, I hate that sustainability is trapped in this super expensive and unattainable bubble that leaves just everyone upset, disappointed, angry, and I know and have seen so many people quit sustainability and zero waste altogether because of how unachievable this whole topic has become. So, today I'm here to clear up all your misconceptions, okay, that are just floating around in that little sustainable head, okay? So come on, let's go debunk. Stop buying sustainable products. Okay, look, I'm talking about all of these bento boxes or forks or reusable straws or the little cutlery packs that come with like all of it for like 20 bucks, okay? Your sustainability isn't dependent on how often you use those bento boxes or how many times you use that reusable straw. Sustainability is working what you have to reduce your harmful waste. For example, the number one material we try to avoid in sustainable or zero waste living is plastics. Being able to carefully choose what you buy and looking at what packaging it comes in and even what you end up doing with the plastics that you couldn't avoid buying. These are the areas where sustainability heavily comes into play. Sustainability isn't about how much you can buy to make sustainable life easy. It's about how you rework what you're used to into a sustainable manner. I'm going to give you 3 main suggestions to look out for while you shop and what to do with your plastics after you shop. Sustainability doesn't have to change your entire life, but if I'm being honest, it does require more thinking that a lot of people are used to, especially when going out and just buying groceries or going out and buying clothes. It does take a little more awareness than what people are normally used to. However, if you implement even one of the 3 suggestions that I'm about to give you, that's already going to make a huge difference. Okay, so let's take a look. First key component to living sustainably is to avoid any plastics from the buying process. And while I say any, I really mean as much as you can. The most obvious area people think of when we talk about plastics is the plastic bags at checkout. And while of course, I highly encourage avoiding them and getting a reusable bag, if that can't be avoided, what you can do is use those plastic ones first and then reuse them until they completely fall apart. Because even the reuse of them is more sustainable than using them once and throwing them away. What I really mean when I say avoid plastics is to avoid them even before checkout. Okay, so oftentimes when we go shopping, we have a lot of different options for one specific product. And amongst all of those options, there are usually some options that are encased in glass or a harder plastic design that can be reused. We want to avoid plastics as much as possible, but if we can't avoid plastic at all, then what we want to do is choose designs that we can actually reuse and recycle within our own homes. So now we've avoided as much plastic as we could, but what do we do with the plastics that we couldn't? Let's first take a look at the usable plastic. These are going to be plastics and maybe sometimes glass that was used to hold food or liquids that we can actually clean out and then reuse. So whether this is a mayo container or a peanut butter container, even drinking bottles, you can use those. All of these can be cleaned out and reused after. And don't be afraid to get creative. While you can always use these in the kitchen for food or for spices, what you can do is open it up to the rest of your home and use it for on-the-go containers for your self-care products, or drill bit containers. Anything that you can find and need a container for, you can use these for. Okay, they have plenty of uses in a home, so don't be afraid to branch it out. Now we've avoided any plastics that we could, and we've reused the plastics that we could reuse, right? Well, fun fact, actually, you can make a plastic brick, and they're essentially just how it sounds, a brick, but made out of plastic. So let me tell you how to make it first, and then I'll tell you what to do with it. Okay, so first you're gonna get any 2-liter bottle that you've already, drank, finished off, cleaned out, and let to dry, okay? And then any plastics that you have that are too flimsy, too thin, or are unable to be reused, you're gonna cut all of those up into small pieces, and you're gonna put it right into your 2-liter bottle. And you're gonna fill this up over the next, I don't know, month or so, maybe 2 months for some people. But as you do that, I want you to fill this thing to the very brim, and not just like place it in there and fill it in. I want you to like take a fork or a knife and like smush down as much plastic as you can. And I want you to fill this thing to the brim. I want you to compact and fill it. Okay, because by the time you're done with this thing, you should not be able to put a dent in it. And if you can, you need to put more plastic in there. More plastic will fit, I assure you. This compact little bottle isn't really helpful to you per se, but when it's all filled and complete, you can actually send it or give it to an organization that will use these plastic bricks to make other products, like furniture or garden walls. There are actually organizations that get really, really versatile and creative with it. So you can donate it there, or even better yet, if you can't find one near you or whatever happens, just send it to me. Okay, I'll deal with it for you. Okay, because I love you guys that much. Okay, so go follow me on Instagram, okay, because then you can email me from there. But what I think you guys will be most surprised about is how much less you'll end up taking out the garbage, especially if you really stick to and look through your trash to make sure you get all of the plastics. It's actually insane. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me and talking about sustainability the right way, okay? The right way. Please remember that it shouldn't be expensive or unattainable. It should just be extra thought on what you use and where it goes. Nothing more and nothing less. Thank you so much again for all your guys' support. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Sincerely, Ari.